I am Lizzy with Long Distance Gamers. We are a group of friends who play games remotely due to us living states away. Today we will be talking about Parade. What do I think about it? And more importantly, how do we play it remotely? Now before we get started, there are of course two sides. The random side, which will set up the game and play like normal, they are the ones that are in control of the game. The remote side may or may not have a copy. We will be going over how the remote side sets up and how the remote side responds to the game. So this is how you get it set up remotely. The first thing you do is you set up each of the cards in stacks of their colors. You could either just have them all in one stack, or you could organize them from 0 to 10. If you organize them, it does cut down on gameplay a tiny bit, but I don't find that it's personally worth it for the setup time. And then what the random side will do is they will tell you what 6 cards come out from the parade, as well as they will be giving you your hand. They will have it set up, and you will just follow yours to match what they have. If you do not have a copy of the game, or if there is more than one person on a remote side, then I would recommend writing them down. You could either, I prefer boogie boards, and I just shorthand R for red, P for purple, BL for blue, and BK for black. And that way no one else knows what is in your hand. They can't see what card you are drawing from when you're on the same side. And it's a little bit more private, and you could always just cross it out and write your new card right beside it. And then also, if you are the only side with a copy, as you can see, depending on your camera quality, some of these might not be the best quality. So what we do is we use dry erase tokens. So you would just write down the number and put them either on the top or the bottom, whichever your group prefers, so that everyone can easily see what they have to choose from. Now, when it is your turn, you will be choosing what card you want to play. Both sides would agree on which side to start. So if you choose this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you would say, I will go ahead and play my number 3 card. So they will grab the number 3 and put it out, bringing out a new token if necessary, and then showing you what is in the parade. And then you all will count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everything's protected, so you don't have to draw anything. For instance, though, if I would have played my 0 purple card instead, so my number 2 card, we would have had nothing protected, and then I would have grabbed these 2 cards. So these would go in a pile in front of me, and then the parade would slide over and you would update the tokens as necessary. And then the random side will show you your new card. So they'll say your new number 2 is, and they would show it to the camera. Because this is a nice linen finish card, sometimes you have to angle it so that the random side can see it. And then they would place it in your number 2. And then if you are keeping track on a board, you would of course update it on your board. Otherwise, the game continues on like that until the end of the game. At the end of the game, when you only have the 4 cards left, so say I had these 4 cards left, I would say I want to keep my numbers 2 and my numbers 3. And so they would put those face down in front of me. And then these would just get discarded. And then you add up your points and you see who wins. That is how you play Parade remotely. As you can see, it is a very easy transition to play from the table to the screen. Especially if you have 2 copies of the game, it is very easy to keep track of the parade and just have cards separated. If you only have 1 copy, then having a way to write down the cards is essential. That way you can easily see what you want to play and figure out the math in your head. And then for points, we didn't cover this already, it's actually lowest score wins. So you want to either have the lowest number cards, or you want to have the majority of one color, so that way each card is only worth 1 point. Our group loves the artwork. This is one of the most played games in our collection. We can use this as a filler in between games, a starter, a finisher, or sometimes the entire game session. So we would highly recommend playing Parade remotely, as it is a very fun game to play generally, and translates very well to remote play. Have fun and be you. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you.